Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with the Disney Heroes Battle Mode May Sign-In Hero, which is going to be Voyd from Disney Pixar's Incredible 2. So let's take a closer look at her. And I actually have a picture of the sort of leaked icon for her, which I assume will probably be the same when she is added to the game. But it is a little different from the look that we're getting here. So it's just interesting to note. I wonder if it'll look a little different in the menu screen as well, because this almost just looks like a nice illustration for the patch notes, and I think it might actually look a little different in game, but we'll have to wait and see. I'd say specifically like the portal part looks a little different than what the icons look like in game. It looks a lot more illustrated, but otherwise this picture is really cool. It's a very nice pose for her to be taking, and to have the portal actually be there is just really great. Would have felt a little weird to just have her standing there, right? To actually be using her power really says a lot. And Voyd is just such a cool character to get for a game like this, because she's not in any of the other games, and she probably never will be, I would wager. She wasn't that big of a deal in the Incredibles 2 movie, although she was the most important of the new heroes. And I don't know, I don't think she just stuck out all that much. And if you're going to be adding Incredibles characters, there are quite a few of the family members to add before adding any extras, so most games will probably just never get to Voyd. But it's really cool to be getting her. I have to wonder if any other Incredibles 2 characters will be coming, but I really don't know. I think I'll just make a team video with her and the Underminer and some of the Incredibles, but we'll have to wait and see on that. And otherwise, she's just I like the color scheme too, but I guess that's not really the team's decision. But yeah, I just think that translating her into this 2D style looks pretty great, and I'm very curious to see how she works in game. You know, it'll be very interesting to see the animations they made for her. So she's a control hero on the red team, and like we already mentioned, she's the May Sign-In hero, which most people were expecting once we figured out that Patra was going to be the prize wall character. Let's go through her skills. First up is Get Back. Voyd spawns a portal under the frontmost enemy, and they are teleported to the back of the battlefield, take fantastic damage, and are stunned for X seconds. So kind of getting rid of that leader who is usually protecting the pack and allowing you to attack the others who might be weaker. Next up is Alley Oop, or maybe more accurately Ally Oop, just depending on the content here, which states that Voyd opens up a portal under the ally with the most HP and drops them onto the middlemost enemy, granting them invincibility for a duration. When the ally lands, they deal normal damage to the middlemost enemy and normal damage to nearby enemies, which is certainly interesting. So this may be really good or really bad. It does say the character with the most HP, so hopefully it'll be good. So like in my case, if I brought her in with Mr. Incredible, then Mr. Incredible drops into the middle. He is also invincible, and then also deals damage to all the enemies just because he's landing there. But then I imagine he would also attack. I just wonder if he would stay where he is, or if most characters would just leave after that, you know? I don't really know. You could test that with all the characters in the game, and I'm sure you'd get different results, but yeah, it's really interesting to see moves like that, and I'm sure it's hard to kind of develop something like that. Next up is Portal Push. Voyd opens a portal behind the farthest enemy and knocks them forwards, dealing fantastic damage, appealing stacks of weakness, and making them distract Voyd and allies for a duration. Which is weird. Making them distract Voyd and allies. I don't really understand what that is helping with, but okay, well, I don't think I completely understand that one. But anyways, the next one is Unavoidable, which I absolutely love that pun, and the icon for it is really cool too. I just love using the logo as her emblem for that skill. But Voyd steals energy from enemies that go through one of her portals, and allies that go through one of her portals gain armor and reality for X seconds once the invincibility ends. So by the wording of this, it seems as though there might just be portals on screen at all times. I don't know, or maybe that's just with the other skills, because that one, she forces the ally to go with the alley-oop, and then the get back uses the portal on the enemy. So maybe it's just referring to those two skills. Again, it's just something we'll have to wait and see in game. I don't know. But then finally the portal punch. Enemies teleported by get back now deal fantastic damage to nearby enemies when they land, and after using get back, the cooldown of portal push is reduced by X seconds. See, that one's actually directly saying that it ties to those two skills, so nice to see. The friendships are going to be with Wasabi and Elastigirl. Just saying Elastigirl first because it's the most obvious, and I think most people were predicting that already. And then Wasabi, I don't really know if I can't remember if Voyd was a big science geek or anything, or if maybe they would just joke about superhero nicknames or something, but yeah, I don't really know what they're going to talk about with that one. But the Elastigirl one, she was kind of like the mentor to Voyd in the movie, so. Finally, May Sign and Hero and Shop Refresh info. My final time saying this, Voyd will be the May Sign and Hero. Moving to existing heroes, the Horn King is now going to be an event exclusive hero and contest rewards. Hopper is going to the Arena Crate. Ka is in the Guild Crate. Demona is going to the City Watch. Sheriff of Nottingham in the Creep Surge. Rocketeer in the Arena. Phil in the Coliseum. Scrooge McDuck in the Heist. And Robin Hood in the Guild War Shop. Really nothing too notable here, I would say. Lots of sign-in and prize wall shifts. Yeah, well, actually, not prize wall. I guess just sign-in stuff. If I remember correctly, almost all of the beginning of this list were sign-in heroes, except for Scrooge and Robin Hood. They could have been, but I don't remember at this point. But yeah, I'm pretty sure all the other ones were sign-in heroes, which is interesting. And that might just be a thing that happens every time, and I'm just oblivious, but I really don't have much else to say that I haven't already said. Voyd is a really cool character. I don't know if people are going to be excited for her just because she is so obscure. But I think it's a really cool inclusion nonetheless. And it'll be really great seeing her portals in action because that's kind of a skill that nobody else in the game has. And all of her skills, I'm pretty sure, have the portals in them. Which, I mean, that's really all she does, but yeah, it's just a really interesting concept that we hadn't seen before, which might have been the main reason why they chose Voyd in the first place, but either way, it'll be fun to see her in action. I don't know when she'll show up in game, but as soon as she does, I will make a video on that too. So thank you for watching, and I will see you then. Goodbye.